Who cares if you move on or not? Okay, whatever. Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertantonnyc, coming to you with your no frills, the voice commentary from a singer. Tonight, the real fun begins. The show is live for the first time. America gets to vote and there's a new twist this season. Each coach is bringing back one eliminated team member, but still only 3 artists from each team will move forward. So there'll be 3 people cutting the thing in half once again. Team Gwen and TeamAdam takes the stage tonight with stripped down performances, they said, and we started out with TeamAdam's Blaine Mitchell. He did Never Tear Us Apart by Inxs, and he got married. Congratulations, dude. Adam advised him to be more forceful in rehearsal and more dramatic, and even sang to him a little bit. He started out this performance sitting on a high stool but no mic stand, so I knew he was going to be moving around in no time. He was up before he even made it into the meat of the song. This fit well into his voice and had a kind of Bond theme to it, got a vibe, and he was giving it all the emotion he had. I was waiting for a big moment since a lot of the song kind of laid in the middle of his range, and he did get a few chances to show off some bigger notes at several points in the song and at the very end. Blake told him that he'd been hillbillied. Pharrell said it was the song that gave him all the room to show everyone he's a good performer and called it really good. Gwen said his body language is crazy and said the song was perfect for him. Team Gwen was up next with Regina Love doing Hello by Adele, and she was so excited to get this song cleared, and it was infectious. I was excited for her. Gwen advised her to pace the song in rehearsal and told her it felt genuine and honest, and she was so emotional, invested in the beginning of this performance. I felt she had some strange breathing breaks throughout the song and some pitch issues going into the big chorus, but she definitely was totally involved, and this could have been more controlled, but I enjoyed her take on it. Adam called it an amazing job. Pharrell said it was moving and dramatic. And if I'm moving and dramatic, make sure to thumb up the commentary and let me know. We got a long way to go, but I hope that you guys are going to stick around. Thanks so much for your thumbs. Also, starting tonight, any artist in the top 10 on the iTunes chart will have their votes multiplied by 10. Next up, we had TeamAdam with Keith Semple. He did To Be With You by Mr. Big. And in rehearsal, Adam just advised him to handle one line in the song better and said it's the perfect song for him. So he pulled out the guitar for this and came out strong. He really knows his lane and does well with it, and I felt like he was having a good time with the song, but I was underwhelmed. Also, was his guitar mic'd? Because, you know, he was strumming away and then he stopped and the strumming was still going, and then he started and there was no change in the sound of the music or anything, so I figured he must have been doubling somebody or his guitar wasn't mic'd. Anyway, this was a decent performance for me. I just wasn't that invested in it. Okay, Blake called him a good singer and a good ad-libber. Gwen told him she loves the tone of his voice and that he did a really good job. TeamAdam was up next with Shelby Brown. She did You're No Good by Linda Ronstadt, and Adam told her to build the song and go off, you know, really just be mean and nasty at the end, right? He didn't say it like that, but that's the way I heard it. She had a nice breathy delivery as she started out, then added a little gruff, and finally full voice into the chorus. I really love the many facets of her vocal production, and she seems to have a really great control over all of it. I also liked her body language and attitude on the song, though I think she could have done something with the title line to vary it up a little bit. You know, she ended the song strong too. It's just that one thing that I was like, you're not good, you're not good, you're not good, baby, you're not good. Every time gets kind of repetitive. Blake compared her to Trisha Yearwood and Carrie Underwood. He said if you combine their voices, that would be her. Pharrell said he really loved when she totally let loose at the very end and called it one of her best yet. Next we had Team Gwen with Korin Bukowski. She did Adia by McLachlin, and Gwen gave her a bunch of notes and sang to her a little bit. She told her to add some dynamics and to add the low notes. Then she brought in the stylist to give her a makeover, including a little cutting of her hair a little bit. So I don't know if I liked the long dress she had on, but I was enjoying her voice on this. There were a few little rocky spots and creaky notes going on here and there, but I felt the good intent on the lyrics, and Gwen was singing along with her. She has such a likable quality, and I was definitely rooting for her on this song, and she had some rough moments, but I also found some very sweet and tender moments. Adam said it's cool when you can discover new things about someone's voice, and he heard a lot of strength that he hadn't heard before. Blake told her it was a great job connecting connecting with the song. TeamGwen had her comeback artist next. It was Ellie Lawrence, and she did X's and O's by Elle King. And Gwen told her to save the rasp, but told her to mix the punk rock with country and also to make it less sexy and more tomboyish and to bring her personality and story. Whew, could she get all that done? Let's see. She has a lot to prove with this performance, and I'm glad she's back. Her voice sounds like it's recovered, and she had a very playful delivery of the song. At times I was really into it, but there were also little places where I was wanting more. What did you think? Adam said she had her best performance and she found something that's her thing. Blake said it was his favorite of the night so far because of how free she is and the way her voice shreds when she gets up high. Pharrell told her he liked how she had a really good time. Then TeamGwen had Jeffery Austin do Say You Love Me by Jessie Ware, and Gwen told him there's a tiny percent that she doesn't believe when he's singing, and then she started styling him. He has such a mellow tone as he starts this song, and the sway bots were going nuts in front of him. I was like, put down the R's, please. As he went through the song, he got better and better, and then he held out that note and went to the no. I was like, what's going on? He really got into this, and that was the clincher for me. He could have stopped right there, but he kept it on, and it was perfection. I was loving everything he was doing. This was the performance I was like, yes, he needed this. Adam told him he could really win the whole thing and called it a great performance. Pharrell called it easily the best of the night and said he dug into the emotions and the lyrics. TeamGwen was up next with Braden Sunshine. He did Everything I Own by Braiden. And Gwen advised him to really get personal and emotional in the choruses and told him it's rock and to attempt to really dig into it deeply. He has such a sweet, likable tone as he started this out in the verse, though I don't know if he was invested in the chorus as Gwen asked him. But he had such an angelic sound also when he went into the second verse and up on the little high note in his mix. I was like, oh, that was so nice. I was going to say that they should have taken this up a key or two until he started wailing away on the chorus near the end. He did a great job with this. I just was, I don't know, just something. Adam told Braden that his wife is obsessed with him, but felt that the song wasn't great for what Gwen wanted to do. Blake said he steps it up every time and called him consistent and really good. And did Carson say that's because her coach is Gwen Stefani after Blake said that he looked different every time on stage? Carson messed that up. It's a live show, baby, let me tell you. Next we had TeamAdam with Amy Vachal doing The Way You Look Tonight by Frank Sinatra. And Adam told her this is the moment to dig really deep and told her not to be afraid to dig deeper and go for it. Let me tell y'all, I hear and do this song so often at gigs that I just see it as being an old standard. Amy brought some nice little changes to it in the melody, but I was still feeling like it was a sleepy and safe song choice. This was a performance you could hear in 100 lounges all over America, and she's so sexy, and I wrote on Twitter that she's bae, she's beautiful, but it just, she could find better, more difficult, more meaty song choices for her voice. Blake asked her to do a Christmas album someday and said that the song felt like home for her. Pharrell congratulated her on an effortless performance and her beautiful runs. Then we had TeamGwen with Viktor doing All Around the World by Lisa Stansfield. And Gwen was trying to find a way in rehearsal to make the song more modern, and he said he always wanted to be a soul singer, so they started trying to take the song in that direction. Now I like the flashy opening with the lights and the Marvin Gaye vibe that was really nice. His voice was so smooth, and he threw in a few little falsetto surprises where I wouldn't have expected it. This was all gloss and show though, but it was enjoyable to watch. I really enjoyed it. Adam said he was super proud and happy for him. Blake said TeamGwen is whipping TeamAdam and said it's fun to watch Viktor. TeamAdam's comeback artist was Chance Painter. He did Barton Hollow by the Civil Wars. And in rehearsal, Adam told him basically that he had too much going on and he was leaning on his tricks and asked him to simplify it. Chance came on strong in performance and I really wasn't liking the sound. His tone is so nice, and this was like really rough and just tumble and just, I don't know, I just wasn't crazy about it. It was a lot better when he got into the lower parts of the song and I could really hear his tone coming through. I heard what I liked about him there. It was just that he was really struggling in his upper range, and I could see that he was trying to push it out and round off his tone, but I was so nervous for him. If he looked more comfortable, I might have been more comfortable also, but he didn't. Blake said he dumps 150% of himself into his performance, and Adam told him he's always rooting for him, but said, who cares if he moves on or not? Did you catch that? I was like, huh? And in the pimp spot tonight with TeamAdam with Jordan Smith, he did Halo by Beyonce. And Adam told him the karaoke days are over and tried to help him build the arrangement of the song to fit his voice and his style. And then he said he was about to cry. Listening to Jordan is like listening to a record. He's so perfect and emotional on every single performance, and he hit some low notes that I didn't know he had in the beginning of the song, and he stretched out some long notes after the first chorus that just had me like, oh my god. I seriously got chilled as he went into the last part of the song with the moans and going into long held notes. All the coaches stood for him. This was another masterful performance from Jordan. Pharrell could barely get in a word from the crowd screaming and clapping, but he said something about God signing his voice, and Gwen said all she can think about is God when he sings and said it sounds great to hear. Goodness gracious, what did you think? They might be pimping this man hard, but he is pimping himself even harder. Just amazing vocals. Tomorrow night we'll see Team Blake and Team Pharrell compete, and then Wednesday night will be the results show at 8 p.m. y'all, at 8 p.m. This is Robert Anton, robertantonnyc.com. Thank you for everything. I am out. Peace.